Hello again, this is Heero Uzuki with part 29 of my MGS3 Let's Play. And this is the last part. It's nothing but cutscenes. But I felt like it needed to be its own video because I didn't want to make the last one too long.
So what are you going to do now? Go back to the KGB?
What do you want me to do?
Did you ever think about coming back to America?
I can't go back.
Sure you
I've left
can.
America
We just gotta
behind
forge
me.
the papers.
But you saved this country.
I didn't do it alone.
Yeah, I did most of the work, didn't I?
And I still owe you a dinner.
Do I? And so can you not cover up?
Is that part of your mission too? Or
I guess.
is it an order? Or is it an invitation?
Yes. No? I don't know. Shit.
Or a proposal?
I don't think so.
I don't take orders from anyone now.
Oh, no, you stained the rug. That is bullshit. I know for a fact that some of that wine got on that rug. Do you know how hard it's gonna be to get that shit out? Seriously, cover up. Oh no. The posse's calling. Eh. That's one way to end a phone call. Why haven't I considered that more often? Oh well, shit. The reason why I haven't considered is because smartphones cost so damn much these days. That'd be an expensive lost call. Just gotta stick with my original idea. What I've been going with. Just ignore the caller. Pretend it's a trick. And she's gone. Why am I not surprised?
Scholars tell us that the first spy in history was the snake in the book of Genesis. In that story, it was Eve who was tempted by the snake in the Garden of Eden. But this time around, it was I who tempted the snake and got away with the forbidden fruit of knowledge.
Okay.
Forgive me, snake.
Goodbye, John, huh? Well, at least she's sort of done it in person, so.
Good morning, Snake. I hope you slept well.
Better than sleeping out in the
I
jungle.
have to apologize. I wasn't sent by Khrushchev.
What?
I'm not a KGB spy, and I never worked for the NSA.
I'm an agent of the People's Republic of China for the General
The
Agency
PRC?
Department of the People's Liberation Army.
The PLA.
It was all a lie. I tricked you. And I'm sorry.
Why do I not believe that? And how did you get another motorcycle?
The philosophers still exist in China, too. You see, My mission was to find out where Volgan was hiding the philosopher's legacy and steal it. So I infiltrated his base as a KGB spy. The 2 NSA codebreakers who defected in 1960 were actually both men.
Really?
The real Adam never showed up at the meeting place, saving me the trouble of having to eliminate him.
Lucky him, I guess?
Sneaked in by pretending I was Eva.
Well, then what happened to him?
And you and Sokolov and Volgan, you all believed me. The philosopher's legacy was originally held in common between the US, Soviet Union, and China. We couldn't let the Russians and the Americans take it all for themselves. The Chinese government had its eye on the legacy too.
Who doesn't have their eye on it?
I got the film containing the legacy. And also the nuclear missile launch data from the Shagohod. 5 years ago, the Soviet Union stopped supplying us with nuclear weapons technology. Since then, China's Liaodong easing, hydrogen bomb, and space rocket projects have fallen behind.
Clearly.
With this data, our country will be able to develop its own nukes. We'll create a deterrent force to rival those of the US and Soviet Union.
That's bad.
Everything has gone according to plan, thanks to your help.
Well, gee, you're welcome.
I too am one of the philosophers. I'm an agent of the philosophers, a graduate of one of their charm schools. I was raised in a joint US-Soviet-Chinese facility to become a sleeper.
You still can't be bothered to cover up.
This was before the war. Back then, they were collecting children from all over the world. As a result, I'm indistinguishable from a native-born American. So it didn't surprise me when you and Volgan couldn't tell the difference. But she knew right from the beginning. She knew because before the war, she was at one of the philosopher's schools too, as an instructor. The boss was the only one I couldn't fool.
Mommy was always
She
hard
was
to
the
fool.
only one who knew I
Impossible,
was a fake.
actually.
She told me everything. Why did she open her heart to me like that? At the time, I couldn't understand it. But now, I think I do. Snake. She wanted you to know the truth. She chose me to tell you.
Then tell me the truth, damn it.
That's why she saved my life. I've lied to you so many times, but not this time. My orders from the government were to obtain the legacy and to eliminate everyone who knew the truth about what happened. In other words, I'm supposed to kill you.
Really?
But I can't do it. Not because we loved each other,
Wait, there was love?
and not because you saved my life,
You sure that wasn't just a one-night stand or something?
but because I made a promise to the boss. And I intend to keep it. I just wanted you to know. And you have to live.
Oh, save me the trouble of having to rewind it.
Snake, listen to me. She didn't betray the United States. No. Far from it. She was a hero who died for her country.
We're still talking about mommy.
She carried
right?
out her mission knowing full well what was going to happen. Self-sacrifice. Because that was her duty.
And now I'm sad again. The applause does nothing for me.
You are above even the boss. I hereby award you the title of Big Boss.
Thank you, but it's no consolation.
You are a true patriot.
I don't feel like one. Hi, Ocelot. Please tell me you're not seeing me cry out my one eye. No, thank you. I'm too sad.
You know, we could use an infiltration unit like Fox in the army. Someone like him to handle our top secret sneaking missions for us. A man who combines the qualities of a soldier and an agent.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. It was all a big drama staged by Washington so they could get their hands on the philosopher's legacy.
Everyone wants
And
money
the
in the
boss
end.
was the star of the show. They planned it so that they could get the legacy that Colonel Volgin inherited and destroy the Shagohod at the same time. Only a legendary hero like the boss could have earned Volgin's trust. Finding out where the philosopher's legacy was hidden was to be her greatest mission. Everything was going according to plan. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgin fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research
I could have
facility.
predicted that. Give me a madman a
Khrushchev
nuke.
demanded that the US government provide proof that it wasn't involved. They couldn't just abort the operation to steal the legacy. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove its innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss. And that one of their own would have to do the job.
Did it have to be me?
The public couldn't be allowed to find out about it. Not ever. This, they concluded, would be the best way to keep the whole thing under wraps. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive. And she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given, and she had no choice but to carry it out. Her death at your hands was a duty she had to fulfill. Out of duty, she turned her back on her own comrades. A lesser woman would have been crushed by such a burden. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe.
None of that's true.
She will go down in official history as a war criminal. And no one will ever understand her. That was her final mission. And like a true soldier, she saw it through to the end. But I think she wanted you, of all people, to know the truth. She wanted to live on. In
I
your
can't
memory.
handle the truth. It's too sad.
Not as a soldier, but as a woman. But she was forbidden to tell you herself. And that's why she told me. Snake, history will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
Before anyone asks, yes, I do have something in my eyes. They're called tears. And I'm not just talking about Snake. All these years later, that still gets to me. So yeah, this has been the final part of my MGS3 Let's Play. I'm not going to jump right into MGS4. I'm a little MGS'd out at the moment. And I say that because MGS4 is about 75% movie. So I'll be recording gameplay for something else. Probably Valkyria Chronicles. So, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, even though it's all cutscene, then consider hitting that like button, the subscribe button, leave me a comment, and hitting that bell there. Stay updated with more videos from me. And above all else, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, wear masks, social distance. With that, this is Heero Uzuki signing off, and I leave you with the credits.
They'll tell you where to go, but they won't know. So you'd better take it all. They'll tell you what they know, but they won't show. Oh, I've got something in my throat. I need to be alone while I suffer. Son, you've got a way to kill. They're picking on you still, but they don't know. Son, you'd better wait to shine. They'll tell you what is yours, but they take mine. Oh, I've got something in my throat. I need to be alone while I suffer. Oh, but they won't know.
Yes, Grozny Grad and the Granin Research Facility have both been wiped out without a trace. I understand, sir, but they were necessary sacrifices. Yes, the CIA has taken care of the boss themselves. I believe the White House will be satisfied. Khrushchev is finished. Your time has finally arrived. Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls. It should make a valuable trump card in future negotiations. Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed. Yes, it's me. The boss has accomplished her mission. The philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands. With this money, yes, the philosophers can finally be revived. The film we handed the Chinese was a fake. Peking must be in an uproar right about now. I'm afraid so. Only half the money has made it back to the United States. The KGB must still have part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes. That's right. Grozny Grad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well. Yes, that was the boss's work too. Speaking of which, I've obtained something from Granin that you might find interesting. It's a revolutionary new nuclear attack system. Perhaps it might just come in handy someday. Yes, we have Snake to thank for that. Khrushchev believed it as well. Yes, they bought our story. I don't think they'll be making a fuss. The secondary alert has been lifted as well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them. I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam. Of course, I am always at the CIA's disposal, Mr. Director.